What is going on with you, YouTube? This is Regular Dave coming at you with another video, man. And for the last week, I've been on my dual comm tip, man. I've been doing dual comms crazy left and right. And primarily because I just like hearing myself talk, man. I like jabbering about nothing. But yeah, just did a dual comm sometime last week with my man Wiser Now. And I know you guys are like, man, we already heard that one, man. Stay off my YouTube with these promo videos. Nah, we did another one, man. This one was not talking about how the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl and they're the greatest franchise of all time. You guys already seen that one. But, nah, we did another one, man. I used to be into wrestling. All right, I can't even call it that. I can't even call it that no more. Sports entertainment, man. It's been over 5 years since I even watched it or been into it. But I used to be into it big time, especially as a kid up into my early adulthood. I was into wrestling, man. And me and Wiser Now, man, we had to do a dual comm about my favorite crew of all time, the Four Horsemen. So we talked about it for a long time, and it wasn't like a dual comm, man, because dual comms are kind of boring with, like, you know, it almost sounds like interviews and it's like promoting the other person's channel. No, we were chopping it up about the Four Horsemen, how great of a crew they were, and yeah, man, we had a lot of cool things to talk about. So if you're into wrestling, if you're into hearing me just jibber jabber about nothing, or if you that's about it. If you're not into that, go check out the video anyway. Show your boy love. But yeah, I'm going to link you to the videos. It's in like a couple parts. Go to the first part. That'll get you the second part. That'll get you the third part. And I know you guys are like, man, if you don't stay off my YouTube with these videos about click here, click. Hey, got to do it, man. I want to send you to this video because it's really cool. I'll get at you guys another time. Peace.
Now let's get on into this thing. You've been chasing me down. Wiser. When we going to talk about the Four Horsemen?
Yeah, that's my crew right there.
Well, we gotta talk about the Four Horsemen. The Horsemen are coming to town, and I know about the Horsemen. I don't want to say I grew up knowing about the Horsemen, but I kind of learned about the Four Horsemen in the mid '90s is when I started catching the Four Horsemen. And Dave asked me a question, and it completely, it caught me off guard. Like, it didn't catch me off guard, but it caught me off guard. Here's why. We're talking about the Horsemen, and he said, which group of horsemen do you think was the best horseman? Me personally, since I started watching them in the late 90s or the mid 90s, I always said that the group with Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko was the best group of horsemen.
I almost deleted you off of everything I had when you said that.
So he threw Ole Anderson at me. It's like, you need Ole, you need Tully to be horsemen. I'm like, but then I'm like, yeah, but this group of wrestlers here are better. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta do some history. I gotta dig back deep in the crates to find out about the origins of the Four Horsemen, how it started, and why this man is telling me that Ole and Tully are better than Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko.
Absolutely, man. The founders can't get out of here.
So I went. I looked at the DVD. I literally watched. Let's see, the whole first promotion of them was about 3 hours about almost 3 hours. Then they shows another DVD portion of it, which was over 3 hours. It was like 3 hours and 15 minutes. So I watched all of that in one day. Just sat through it, just sitting there, and I'm like, oh my god.
Hey, tell me that wasn't addicting though. Tell me that wasn't addicting.
I was just like. Just watching that DVD alone changed my whole perspective on wrestling. Because I was a WWF junkie. That was me. I was WWF all the way. I knew about Hogan and them. Watching this, everything about wrestling changed. Like the way I think of wrestling changes. Go on ahead. What you think about the Horsemen? Let's start about the origins, how it started. Yeah. Tell these guys about Tully, man. Tell them about Tully.
Hey, Tully was no joke, man. I think. To me, the best part about the Horsemen, and I didn't realize this as a kid, like when I was young, you was watching it. Hey, just this little dude. Tully was just a little dude who was like, man, just murdering people. He was cool, but he had this vicious streak in him, man.